my name is Agatha and this is your monthly tarot forecast. This is a very general reading. If you'd like a private consultation with me, tarot or astrology consultation, please go to my services page, the link is below, and see my rates. Then if you'd like to work with me, just send an email to tuniazad@gmail.com. Also, you can support me through my Patreon page, the link is also below. Before going to the reading, I'd like to tell you that I have a newsletter, and if you subscribe to my YouTube channel and if you subscribe to my newsletter, you can win my monthly free tarot reading. The link is www.tinyletter.com/Duniazad. The link is also below. All my readings are written by me. There are no software readings. So this month is going to be a little bit different. You are going to choose between option A or option B, and I'll be using the decks, the Mini Rider-Waite, the Mini Connolly Tarot deck, and also be using for your personal angelical message the Karma Angels Tarot. So it's going to be 7 cards for option A and 7 cards for option B. This way it's more personal to you. Also, you can choose to have a question in your mind. Imagine, how will my work life be this month? So you'll pick, for instance, option B. Or how will my love life will be this month? You can pick option A. So you can just pick for a general reading option A or option B, or you can have also whatever type of question in your mind and pick one option or the other option. Okay, and that's it. Let's go on to your reading. Okay. Hello Libra, this is your tarot forecast for March 2016. So if you haven't picked before, pick now. Option A or option B. Option A or option B. I'm going to read this as the beginning, the middle, and the end of the month. So have you picked? If you picked option A, the cards that came out for you were the Moon and the Chariot. 2 major arcana cards. So this one first and then the Chariot after. So this is the first 10 days of March. So maybe you have some, fears, insecurities, and you decide not to listen to those, not to listen to your fears, into your inner insecurities, and to take action regardless of that, to take action that will lead you surely into success. So you kind of decide to disregard whatever your fears and insecurities are telling you, and just decide to take action and to go in the direction of what you want to your life, or of what you want to bring into your life. And then in the middle of the month you have the 5 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. So first the 5 of Wands and then the 4 of Cups. It tells me of the same, that there's some sort of inner turbulence, inner conflict of some kind, and you decide to calm yourself down. You probably will be using in the middle of the month some relaxation techniques or even meditation in order to calm down your inner turmoil. And then in the end of the month, the cards that came out for you were the 7 of Swords and the Judgment card. So first the 7 of Swords and then the Judgment card. Maybe you are aware of some sort of deception and you're keeping it quiet. Maybe you lied to someone, or you are aware of a lie and you're keeping it quiet, or maybe someone is lying to you and you have no idea. Whatever happens, it's at the end of the month, maybe that deception will come to light, and there's some sort of liberation, a feeling of liberation, a feeling of renewal. If you're keeping a secret because you don't know how to deal with it, Libras sometimes kind of like to stay on the surface and they don't like to dive deep, I'm sorry to tell you. But at least there's a feeling of liberation, of renewal, like a life transform. Either it's something that comes to light, either that's something that someone was hiding from you, or you are hiding this fact because you had no idea how to deal with it, which kind of explains the inner turmoil and the fears and the insecurities. But something happens and this comes to light, which kind of lifts like a burden off your shoulders, and you just feel like a brand new person. And the card that came out for you, Libra, was Uriel, the angel card that came out for you. Uriel, number 4. What does the little book say? Number 3 and number 4. Uriel. Prophetic poetry. The challenge is see your part in the plan, and the lesson is sometimes we do not know the bigger picture. Known as God is my light, He is an angel who will bring light and understanding to difficulties. Listen out for wise guidance and act upon it. Uriel will show you the way. This angel also points out that what is happening in your life is part of a greater plan. So if there's some sort of secret deception, something that's being hidden and you have no idea what to do with it, Uriel is saying that it's something bigger than bigger than just you, or bigger than just the part that you take on it. It isn't just you. Let's say you work in a company, a very successful company, and you come across like an inner memo, inner information, and you think that's fishy, and it doesn't follow procedure, and you don't understand, and when you go to the higher ups, they tell you don't pay attention to it or bury it, and you do it and you don't like to do it, and at the end of the month you come to find out it's bigger than just that. There's something that's telling you I should have behaved in a different way, and you feel conflicted about it, the part that you took, but it's bigger than just that. And so there's like a bigger picture. And Uriel is also telling you to listen out for wise guidance, and he will show you the way to behave. So wise guidance can come from all sorts of places. You can be, walking down the street and someone is talking to someone else, and the words that they say seem to apply directly to you, even though they are strangers. So it can come from all sorts of places. If you picked option B, option B, the cards that came out for you were the Fool and Death card. Again, major arcana cards. The Fool and then Death. To me, death is not a bad thing, it's a good thing. It's a major transformation in your life. Something new is about to come into your life. This could be so many things: a new job, a new life, a new family, a kid. Your life is about to be transformed. There was a before and an after, and this is the beginning of the month, Libra, if you picked option B. And then in the middle the middle of the month, the cards that came out for you were the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Swords. So first the Wheel of Fortune, then the Two of Swords. So this again continues the theme of big transformation in your life. Probably something that came out of the blue, something unexpected that you had no idea. And then it leaves you with the feeling of not knowing which path to take now. It's like you're stuck and you are unable to make a decision. Like your life has changed completely and you have no idea what to do now. Now what? You ask yourself, now what do I do? Do I go through this? Do I go towards this path? Do I choose another way, another route, another path? Now what do I do? The transformation was so big that you have no idea what to do with your life. I'm sorry. And then at the end of the month, Libra, The cards that came out for you were the Five of Cups and the Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. At the end of the month, there's a feeling of loss. You're grieving about the life you lost, of the things you lost. However, I think you'll be able to overcome that feeling, because also there's a feeling of independence in all sorts of ways, like inner independence and also outside independence, also the feeling of material success. Imagine that you, I don't know, receive out of the blue like an inheritance from a long lost uncle. I'm making this stuff up, okay? And you don't have to work on that job that you hated anymore, because you're like set for life. You have like money, lots and lots of money, and you hated the job and you hated the bosses, but you liked the co-workers, you know, they were your friends. So there is something about your old life, even though there's a big transformation and positive transformation. However, there you grieve part of your old life. There's something that you lost, and you're grieving, and you're feeling sad, and you miss it, part of it at least. But focus on what you have achieved now. You've achieved something, independence, okay, and material success of some kind. You have time for yourself now. You have time to sit on a garden, to have a garden. You know, you have time for your pets and to do stuff that really fills you with joy. So focus on that. And the angel card that came out for you was Jeliel, number 15. Do you see? He's holding like this little ball which has the Mercury sign on it, Jeliel. And these angels, like behind him, they seem like they are gossiping about Jeliel. I don't know. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. What does the little book say? Fixer of faults. The challenge is to let go of control, even if it leaves you feeling vulnerable. And the lesson is there is a power that protects those who truly love. This angel, Jeliel, bestows victory to the vulnerable. We see in this card the saying that where there is a will, there is a way. This angel particularly brings attention to relationships, helping us fix faults, our own and those of others, and find harmony. If there is a situation that is broken, this card in a future position assures us that it will find a solution. To me, I suddenly thought of, for instance, there was some major something wrong, like maybe there's like a law decision, maybe you were involved in a court case, I don't know, years and years ago, and the decision was incorrect, and now there's another court, there's something fixing that decision, because this is the fixer of faults, and a new decision comes out which will transform your life, and which will maybe give you severance pay. Imagine that you were wrongfully convicted of a crime you did not commit, and then there's someone else is caught for that crime, and you are liberated, and you have no idea what to do with your life, and you are given like a huge settlement pay or something like that. Or I gave this as an example. I have no idea how it will be. It's like something which was broken. Maybe you were like vulnerable, and because you were vulnerable, you had no power then, but this angel Jeliel gives you victory and fixes something which was not fair, or which was not broken, or which was broken. It fixes it, and because something which was wrong was fixed with the help of this Jeliel, of this angel, you have a new life and you have a new independence. Okay, Libra, this is the reading that I have for you, the tarot reading for March 2016. I'll see you again in April. Bye bye.